Hello, this is Bruce from podcasterwho'swho.com, and I appreciate everybody for signing up for the website. If you're a podcaster and you haven't signed up yet, I definitely suggest you sign up. And I want to introduce the brand new tutorial series that we now have that will help you learn some of these tools that will help make your life easier as a podcasterwho'swho.com member. And of course, these are all promotional tools for your podcast. In this tutorial, we'll be talking about the RSS API promotional tool. This is very simple, folks. It is extremely simple. All it is a simple line of HTML that you can give to any webmaster to put on their website. And what it will do is it will open up a section of their website for all of your podcast episodes. This is perfect because there is no need to link to your RSS feed address. There's no need to link to your blog or your website. This is your own little section on someone else's website. Think about the possibilities that you can use when you trade podcasts with other podcasters and also non-podcaster websites. Let's say that you are a restaurant website and you have a restaurant podcast and you want to give this podcast out to other restaurant websites. You basically give them your little line of HTML that you get from the RSS API on podcasterwho'swho.com, and on their website it will open up a whole section for your podcast right on their website. No links to your blogs, RSS feeds, or website. Think about the advantages of this, folks. Now, how do you use this? Well, for your own podcast, you can simply log into your podcasterwho'swho.com account, and you can click the link that says click here to view your public information. So you're going to automatically go right to your podcasterwho'swho.com member directory page. Now, because mine is review a podcast, you could basically scroll down to where it says podcaster RSS API, and this is it right here. You have that whole line of HTML. It's really that simple. So you can select it, and then you right click with your mouse, and then select copy. Now, you can open up, like I already have it in here, but I'm going to delete it. Now I can just paste it, and when I view it in the browser, it will automatically open up this section of my podcast on this web page. As you notice, there are no links to my RSS feed, my blog, or my website. This is a whole section just on this little web page. You can give this out to 50 different webmasters, and all of this will show, and all these will show up. Now, what's cool is that you can control the number of episodes that shows up, and you can also control the background color of your section. And I'm going to show you how to do that right now. Now, when you go to this link, RSS API promotional tool, this will obviously give you the HTML that you need again. It's really that simple. There are 3 settings. 1 is mandatory, and 2 are optional. The mandatory setting is your podcasterwho'swho.com login ID. You need that. And basically, whatever your ID is, it's going to be podcaster equals and that ID. If you go back to my example, you will see that here it says podcaster equals reviews. Reviews is my podcasterwho'swho.com login ID. It's really that simple. Whatever yours is, it just has to be podcaster equals and your ID. But you do have 2 other optional settings. 1 is item count, which controls the number of items that shows up on that web page. The default is 3. I only have 3 in here because I didn't specify the number. But let's say I want 5 of these to show up. I simply can go to the item limit setting, and I could set that to any other number. I can set it to 5. And if I view it in the browser, now I get to see 5 of my items. Let's say I just want to give a webmaster my latest episode and nothing more. I just make it item limit equals 1. So let's change that to 1, and I'll view it in the browser. Now I only have my latest episode, only 1. Very beautiful. Is that a phrase? Very beautiful? Anyway, But there's another setting, another optional setting that you can get. Of course, I'm going to reiterate this link right here, RSS API promotional tool. You can change the background color. And for those of you HTML gurus, this is exactly what it is for like a table. You just basically can say BG color equals and just spell the English color out like yellow, or you can even put the hex values in. But you do not want to use the pound sign. So let's test that. I'm going to say ampersand, and I'm going to say BG color equals red. If I view that in the browser, now I only have red as my background color. This doesn't look very pretty, but let's change that color. You can change that to yellow. Yellow's a little nicer. Or if you want to basically use some hex values, like I said, put the hex values in. You know, maybe you just want like a light gray, which would be 6 E's. I think I got 6 E's here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? But you don't want to put the pound sign. I know some of you would put that with the hexadecimal values, but leave that out. So view it in the browser, and now it shows up as gray. It looks pretty cool. So that's basically it. That's how you use the RSS API in podcast@whoswho.com. We will be adding some more settings as we go along. And that is it, folks. For more information, you can go to this link right here, RSS API Promotional Tool. Read this, very simple. And you can view it on your own page. And you can actually take anybody, so you can just click on anyone's. Like if I click on Confessions of a DJ, I can just take his as well. I can just copy it, and then I can just plop it into, let's see, just pop it into my browser, and I could just, now I have Reaching for Lucidity. So I have all of his shows as well. And I can put that on anybody's website, my own website. So that's it. If you have any questions, you can find me on the new Google group. We have the Google group right here. Don't forget that you can join the Google group. And that's about it. This is Bruce for podcast@whoswho.com, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial.